Hey everybody, Jared with J Gross Equipment, Bobcat of Aberdeen in Aberdeen, South Dakota. Welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to cover Bobcat Toolcats is the most common phrase for them. The model we're beside here is the UW56. This is a brand new unit. We get people, customers that see them out working. They see them, a neighbor might have them, and they ask us questions about them, details, what they are. So we kind of wanted to cover that. I'm a service guy. We're going to talk about what some of the most popular applications these are used for, feedback we get from customers. So to answer the question, what is a Bobcat Toolcat, is a really tough one. It's a beast of its own. There's nothing like it on the market. It's a unicorn, it's a Sasquatch, right? These things, at a glance, if you didn't know, you might compare it to a side-by-side. Don't do that. It is extremely well built. It has the genetics of a skid steer. It has the genetics of a Bobcat. It shares the same 4-cylinder diesel engine as other Bobcat skid steer models. A lot of the hydraulic components it shares. So extremely heavy duty, 4-wheel steer, that you would find like on a telehandler, a telescoping forklift. Hydraulic dump box, 100% hydraulic, ran with a valve and a lever in the cab, which has a 2,000 pound capacity. So very heavy. We see these machines, probably the most popular application we see for these machines is with a broom on them, with a snowblower on them, and a mower on them. Now we're in South Dakota. Those are what we see the most, probably the top 3 attachments we see on these machines. That might vary as you move around the country, the continent, or the world, right? People like that. Our customers really enjoy that because the accessibility of these machines and the visibility of them. This is two-seated for one. The UW56 has standard cab heat and air conditioning. So the comforts of this machine and visibility of this machine, you could compare to a brand new, half-ton or 3/4-ton truck. Very comfortable, very warm, very cool, depending on the season you're using it in. It does have a steering wheel and a joystick. So, you'd steer it just like a vehicle, and then your joystick's gonna run boom, bucket, auxiliaries. So, not to get too far into that, but so where we're seeing these used is whether you're, doing light snow removal with a broom, heavy snow removal with a snowblower, mowing with a finish mower, or with a rough cut brush cutter. So, whether you're mowing stripes in a really nice lawn with a finish mower, which Bobcat offers, or whether you're mowing some rough cut hunting paths or cattails or something like that. It cools very well. It has a very large cooling package in the rear that's protected with a screen that you can take that screen out and clean it. You can blow it off with a leaf blower for your day-to-day operations. That's back here. It's got a rubber latch to get quick accessibility to that. And it has a cooling package very similar, once again, to a Bobcat skid steer. Everything on this is, in my opinion, overbuilt. Coil suspension, 4-wheel steer like we talked about, nice accessible covers to see your air conditioning condenser here, to clean that. Diesel fill. It holds roughly 20 gallons of fuel, so you can get a good work day out of this unit. If you're moving snow in the middle of the night, stuff like that, you're not stopping and filling this thing. 1,500 pound lift capacity. So we do get questions on these. You know, guys are looking to maybe replace a skid steer with them. I don't think it necessarily replaces a skid steer in some cases, but in others it can. Let's say, you know, you just occasionally need to unload something, whether it's a pallet or move something. Very capable, but it doesn't have the lift height of a skid steer, and it doesn't have as much lift capacity as, you know, maybe the mid frame or larger frame skid steers that a lot of customers that might own both. It's a very unique machine and very capable machine. It has factory Bobcat hydraulic quick attach on it. So you don't have to get out of the cab to switch hydraulic attachments unless it's a hydraulic attachment, excuse me. Then you would have to get out and disconnect your couplers in your electrical. It has the Bobcat 7-pin proprietary attachment control system on it. So any attachment that you want to run on your Bobcat skid steer, you can run on this machine for the most part. There are some exceptions there. This attachment is an angle broom. So you can connect this angle broom to this unit or a Bobcat T66, S66, for example. They're going to operate identical, directional left and right, you know, so very similar as far as the business end of it. You're going to be able to share most attachments. We have several customers that do share brooms, mowers, snow blowers between their Toolcat that they own and their Bobcat skid steer that they own, just because they find there's different times where they'd rather use one or the other. You sweep light snow off of a sidewalk, you're going to find most of our customers that own a skid steer and a Toolcat gravitating towards the Toolcat because of the comfort in the cab, the visibility. And then if they got to get out of it, you know, let's say they got to move something off the sidewalk, off the patio, off the driveway, you just in and out of it so much quicker. Now, you know, you might switch to a skid steer for something different if you're mowing soft ground and you need that flotation of a track machine. So that's where we see a lot of customers, you know, owning both. So yeah, very unique machine, awesome machine, very capable machine. You know, not light duty. It's not a side-by-side. It's definitely a utility work vehicle with the genetics of a Bobcat. So if there's anything you'd like to learn about this machine, please comment or message us. We're going to try to do these videos as much as possible, so we'd love to hear your feedback. In the meantime, please like and subscribe, and we'll keep trying to produce these as quick as possible. So thanks for joining us. Have a great day.